back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sorting out my pet things. Now, as you know, I probably need to start cutting down on a few things and deciding what I want to leave and what I want to keep. Obviously, you know, the main things like the habitats have to stay, but I'm talking, you know, the little houses, the little hives, the toys. I just have quite a few things stored up and I'm going to just go through all that today, and it'll be interesting to see what I actually have, because a lot of it I just don't touch. You know, I have the things I use every day and then I have the things which I don't even know I have, so I'm going to be sorting through that today. So that is going to be the plan. Now, something else I wanted to quickly say is that I recently have ordered some new cages for the gerbils. Now, these are not going to be able to be put up until we've actually moved, just because they will be so difficult to dismantle and transport. It's actually the cage that Belle has. With pet care, it's so important to be in tune with your animal's behaviours and understand what they're trying to tell you a lot of the time. It really helps with health and understanding, you know, their behaviours and seeing if they're out of character or anything. But the main problem I've been having with my gerbils lately is that they're just constantly bar chewing. Now, they're all in cages which have some access to bars. Now, 2 of them are literally all barred, and the Zuzan 2 does have a mesh top lid. But all my gerbils just seem to have been so, like, I wouldn't say unhappy, because I know they are, like, you know, they have good sized cages, they have lots of toys and things, but it's not enough for them, unfortunately. And I think I would be better off giving them something which does not have bars on it and that they can dig in better, because I am making do with an adequate habitat, but I feel like it's not the best for them. And I guess I never intended to have 3 separate, you know, gerbil habitats. In fact, at one point we did have all of them but Sooty living together, but because they fell out, it meant I had to compromise a little bit on their habitats. So I'm finally, you know, I finally saved up for these cages, and once we move I will be setting them up, but they are going to arrive hopefully very soon. We obviously have to fit all the carriers. We have to fit all the carriers in the car with all the cages we're taking, as well as stuff for us to stop off overnight if we need to, because obviously, as I said, we're taking the animals a few days before we actually move. So this one is for the 3 girls outside. This one I got from the range. So I've actually got another in my bedroom, which is for Belle. This is for Sooty. This is for the other 2 pairs of gerbils. And then obviously I've got one each for the skinny pigs. Now, the skinny pigs can't be in the same carrier during travelling because they do fight when they're in a confined space. They're actually quite badly injured each other before. They never ever fight in their cage, but they do if they're in a small carrier. So I've got 2 of those slightly larger ones, which they will have to, like, you know, sit next to each other for the journey. So that should be fine. And then I've got this one, which is for Jasper. So this one was from Jolly's actually. All the others are from the range. This one was also from Jolly's, and this is what the rabbits are going to be going in. Obviously they've used this loads of times before. It's a really brilliant carrier, this. So we are actually going to be taking a lot of the logs with us. Now, the reason I'm taking the logs is because They have been so useful and they're quite hard to come by, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to just chop down another tree unnecessarily. So we are taking the wood from the tree which we had chopped down quite a long time ago. I'm just going to go pick up some more pieces from the rabbit's enclosure and dry those out as well, so everything's ready and dry when we come to taking it. It's so hilarious when they do this, when I'm like cleaning them out and they insist on sitting in the bucket. I'm just preparing the guinea pigs for the evening, so I've got some of their complimentary feed here. I've also got a big like wad of hay there and lots of straw because it's getting super cold at the minute and they definitely need the extra insulation. I don't know how well you can see this, but I covered up their hutch with a fleece today just to sort of block out any of the cold, because it kind of protects the doorway a bit better. Obviously it's quite a big gap there, but yeah, I've been doing that. Hey guys. Aww. Make sure it's nice and full tonight. Has she freaked you out then, Panda? Come on, girl. Get some food. So, I'm not sure how well you guys picked up on that. I'm pretty sure that was pretty loud on camera. But Tea Cake's just been chirping. Now, Tea Cake has tendencies to chirp. She's done that several times before. Oh, she's got in the hutch now. So yeah, the girls are a bit freaked out now because they think there's something like to be scared of. I think sometimes something will just trigger it. She'll get a little freaked out by something and then it'll trigger this sort of... Can you get in the bowl there? It'll trigger that sort of... I guess that sort of behaviour. But it's, I mean, it's a fairly rare sound, but to have a guinea pig who does it, I find if you do have a guinea pig that does it, they do it quite regularly, so it really depends. I mean, some just do it once and you'll never hear it again, others can do it quite regularly, so Tea Cake does tend to do that a lot.